Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Ford Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving takes the work out of being behind the wheel, allowing you to relax and reconnect, while also staying in control. Enjoy the drive in Blue Cruise-enabled vehicles like the F-150, Explorer, and Mustang Mach-E. Available feature on equipped vehicles. Terms apply. Does not replace safe driving. See Ford.com/BlueCruise for more details.
Hello, everybody. I'm Greg Audino, and this is another weekly bonus episode of ORD, on which I share with you previously aired content from other shows in our network, content that might get you curious about seeing everything else that our podcast network has to offer, and oftentimes content that crosses over with relationship building at least a little bit. Today's post will do just that, coming from Optimal Finance Daily. Let's hear Diana with the post and her commentary as we optimize your life.
Should I sign up for a Dependent Care FSA? By Andy Hill of MarriageKidsAndMoney.com. Our second question of the month comes in from Nathan from Michigan on my Facebook page. Quote, Andy, my wife's new job has a lot of benefits, such as insurance, 401k, and FSA. We were going back and forth debating about FSA contributions. We send our daughter to daycare, and the advice we got was to do the FSA. The limit is $5,000 a year. Is it really worth it? How does it work? Nathan. Thanks for connecting, Nathan, and great question, by the way. I don't think I chat enough on my podcast about the incredible advantages you can get from your workplace benefits. Let's discuss your FSA question and then jump into some other benefits people should consider taking advantage of. Dependent Care Flexible Spending Account, or FSA. The Dependent Care FSA option at work can save you a lot on taxes and be a great option for the daycare situation you're describing. Like the flexible spending arrangement or account, it's essentially a separate account where you can save pre-tax money for use on qualified expenses. One of those qualified expenses in the case of your wife's workplace is dependent care, known as preschool, summer day camps, and before and after school care. Potential savings of Dependent Care FSA. For easy math, let's say you do the Dependent Care FSA maximum contribution at $5,000 per year. If married, which you are, and you're in the 30% tax bracket, you'd save around $1,500 per year in taxes, or $125 a month. That sounds worth it to me. I used a flexible spending account, or FSA, for my LASIK surgery a few years ago, and it was half the amount, around $2,500. I was very happy with around $700 in tax savings. Use it or lose it. Remember that an FSA is a use it or lose it program. That means whatever dollars you contribute, you must use them all before the year is up, or you will lose that money. The average FSA holder loses around $50 to $100 per year, so try to plan accordingly. Medical Flexible Spending Account, FSA. If you like the idea of your flexible spending account for dependent care, check out an FSA for your medical expenses as well. This can cover important costs like medical expenses, dental expenses, vision expenses like the LASIK surgery, I love my new eyes, and hearing expenses. Realize that you need to fund both the medical FSA and the dependent care FSA separately if you're thinking of using them both. Evidently, 1 out of 3 people does not know that separate elections need to be made. 401k. While we're on the subject of awesome workplace benefits, let's talk about the 401k for a hot second. If your wife's employer matches her 401k contributions, I'd highly recommend she take advantage of it. This is free money we're talking about here. For example, let's say her employer matches 10% of her contributions and she contributes the max of $19,000 this year. She'll get $1,900 of free money from her employer. I mean, you can't give up the free money. It's just so free. How to make the 401k process easy. If she's not sure which funds to pick or she's concerned with confusing things like fees and diversification, check out Bloom. It's a service that helps make the 401k investing process a lot easier. Even if she doesn't want to use their paid service, they have a free 401k check that she can use to make sure she's investing her 401k in the most optimum fashion. Health Savings Account, or HSA. Another option outside the flexible spending account, or FSA, that is not a use it or lose it program is the Health Savings Account, or HSA. The HSA is a savings account designed specifically for healthcare expenses. Costs like doctor's fees, prescription medications, dental treatments, and even contact lenses can be covered under an HSA. Your wife would have to be signed up for a high deductible health plan in order to participate. I started my HSA with Lively last year, and I love their no-fee platform. You can choose to save your contributions into an FDIC insured savings account or invest the money with TD Ameritrade. Your HSA contributions are tax-deductible, and your investments grow tax-free. And you can withdraw your money tax-free at any time as long as you're using the funds for qualified medical expenses. Other workplace perks. There are dozens of other workplace benefits that your wife should look into. Here's a quick list. Some may be more obvious than others. Health insurance, dental insurance, vision coverage, short-term disability, long-term disability, life insurance, parental leave, paid time off, paid holidays, employee profit sharing, employee discounts like cell phone, vehicle plans, etc., and reimbursed expenses. There are so many benefits, but we need to take advantage of them in order for them to really benefit us. I hope this review of the Dependent Care FSA and my subsequent tangent on other workplace benefits was helpful, Nathan. I hope your wife enjoys her new job and you two take full advantage of the benefits she has offered to her. A great place to start is with a conversation with her HR representative. That's why they have their job. You just listened to the post titled, "Should I Sign Up for a Dependent Care FSA?" by Andy Hill of MarriageKidsAndMoney.com.
Go all in on fall with Abercrombie Kids. Their newest drop of on-trend outfits are ready for everything, from the bus stop to family bonfires. And it wouldn't be fall without football. Gear up the kids with officially licensed NFL tees and sweatshirts. Shop Abercrombie Kids this season in the app, online, and in-store.
At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
I thought I'd take this opportunity to expand upon HSAs because they're pretty unique. HSAs are the only investment vehicle that have a triple tax advantage in that you contribute tax-free, they grow tax-free, and you can withdraw tax-free when used for qualified medical expenses. To fully optimize this account, you could pay your medical expenses with your cash on hand and allow your tax-free compound interest to keep working its magic in your HSA. You simply keep the receipts since there's no limitation on when a healthcare expense is incurred and when it's reimbursed. And if cash gets tight for living expenses at some point, you can submit the receipts for reimbursement. For most retirement accounts, withdrawing money at a time of a cash crunch is usually done by either accepting a 10% early withdrawal penalty, withdrawing Roth IRA contributions, or taking a loan on your 401k. For the HSA, the funds are accessible before age 59 and a half if used on qualifying medical expenses. Adding to the flexibility, the list of medical expenses that the IRS views as qualified is long. It includes items such as doctor's visits, dental exams, lab fees, physical therapy, long-term care, and Medicare premiums. While the HSA does have a 20% penalty if funds are withdrawn and not used for qualified medical expenses, after age 65, this penalty drops off. So if you find yourself over 65 and in a situation where you need to tap your HSA and don't have enough medical expenses, the withdrawals are taxed but not penalized. In other words, you still receive the tax-deferred contribution from the years prior and all the tax-deferred growth, while only losing the tax-free withdrawal, similar to the tax benefits of an IRA. But unlike an IRA, the HSA does not have required minimum distributions. None of us know what our healthcare needs will be later in life, but I think it's safe to assume that as we age, our healthcare needs will increase. For that reason, and for all the benefits an HSA offers, I think this vehicle should be more highly regarded in all of our portfolios. And that will do it for today. Have a great day and start to your weekend. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.